So, hello everyone. My name is Zoe. This is Music Mukbang. Today we're talking to Peach Fit. Hello.
This is called Music Mukbang?
Yes.
Cool. That's sick.
Yeah, great title.
I like watching mukbang videos, to be honest.
So it's Music Mukbang.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. So today we were talking to
Chris. I play guitar in the band, and my favorite brand of pick. Yeah, I'm not just saying this. You asked me to say this.
Yes,
so
yes, you're good.
Our Cat's Tongue .70 baby.
Oh, nice. That's cool. My name's Neil. I'm the singer of the band, and I like to use the Tortex .5. It's kind of a soft red, almost dusty little pick. They come out dusty. It's like they're coated in baby powder when they start out.
You're right.
I quite like it.
I'm Peter. I am the bass player, and I use whatever pick is sitting on Dougal's keyboard.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that is true.
There you go.
It usually ends up being a cat tongue.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Mikey. I play drums and I like playing the Vic Firth 5As.
Alright.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah, good.
Cool.
Those are my favorite.
Good
to play
strong
with.
stick.
Yeah, good hickory, good wood.
Good wood.
And we are here at Canopy Club. So you guys are doing a summer show. We're gonna be here in doing Chicago Lollapalooza. This is your first time playing Lollapalooza.
It is our first time. Yeah.
Is there a set in particular or an artist that you're excited to see?
I actually don't even know if I've looked at who's playing.
You know what's unfortunate is we're playing Osheaga in Montreal right after Lollapalooza, and we're literally gonna finish our set, pack down, and rush to catch a plane. So a lot of the same artists that are playing Lollapalooza, Kendrick Lamar's playing Saturday night at Lolla, and then he's going to Osheaga.
Are the Chili Peppers playing it?
No, I don't think
Lolla?
they're
No,
playing it
okay.
either.
Who is playing Lolla? Do you guys know?
Yeah.
I was most excited for Kendrick Lamar, but he's playing Sunday at Osheaga, so we can go play there, then see his set. So yeah, a lot of artists seem to be doing both in the same weekend.
There you go. Very nice.
Have you heard of Osheaga before?
I think I have.
It's a Canadian music festival, so it's really popular in Canada.
And have you played it before?
No, that's our first time as well. So yeah.
What did you guys go see it growing up and stuff like that, or?
No, it's on the opposite side of the country from us, so we were always never made the trip, but
we did have similar music festivals to Lolla and Osheaga in our province when we were growing up. That all just went under because the Canadian dollar's so bad compared to the American dollar, so they can't afford to run the good festivals anymore. I'm pretty sure that's why.
Yeah, they can't afford the artists.
Canadian history breeds.
Yeah, that's why, right?
Yeah,
well,
Canadian
there's
heritage.
There's other things?
Other stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's just a small highway.
Right, that's true.
Getting to it.
Yeah. Anyway,
Nice.
but we did get to go to some festivals like this before, so.
Nice. And you play a bunch of festivals pretty often. What keeps you coming back to them? What do you enjoy most about doing a festival?
I think for me, it's actually going to see another band play, because most of the time we play our shows, we don't see another band play other than the opener. When we play a festival, we actually have a chance to go see multiple bands.
Yeah. We just played
Maha Fest in Omaha, and we got to see Big Thief play after we finished our set, and we're all fans of that band, but I think we're all way bigger fans of that band now.
After seeing them live, they were incredible. Yeah, really, really cool.
Very inspirational.
But yeah, what else is cool about festivals? Honestly, actually, we were at this one in Omaha that we just played. I ran into this young band who it was their first festival, and so I was giving them the hot tips, and I was just make sure whatever free shit they give you at the festival, you take as much of it as possible.
Yeah.
Fill up your freaking guitar case with beers and
get a massage.
Get a massage if there's the massage table at the back. That's the key to enjoying the festival.
I mean, I feel like being a festival goer when we were younger to now playing at them, it's so much better playing at festivals. Because you just see a catering and it's not busy backstage and you just get all this free stuff. It's so awesome. And then you also get to go see the band.
Yeah, it's really sweet.
So it's a bit...
It's a win-win.
Yeah, so it's a bit more sustainable then, for sure.
But there is something about, camping. And it's a good time.
And just in general, you guys have been touring a lot lately. Do you have a favorite show or a favorite venue that sticks out in your mind? All time, doesn't have to be as of late.
We played a really cool one last night, actually, in Columbia, Missouri, and it was all outdoor, kind of a festival stage, and that's pretty uncommon for us to play an outdoor venue for our own show. That was really cool. What else was anything unique that we've played recently or in the past?
That really stood out. I don't know. We played in Atlanta for the first time at the beginning of, I guess it was a year and a half ago. But yeah, that was just a really special show. There's been coming back to it after not doing it for 2 years. I think we were like extra appreciating the music and getting back into it, and I think people were feeling that way too. So it's just been a really nice time since we've gotten back into it. It kind of felt like, oh, it's not going to be the same when we go back, but it's actually just kind of been better.
Yeah, that's really nice. I think, you're taking a step back, you kind of learn to see every like little detail of it for sure.
Definitely.
Did you guys kind of ease your way back into it, or did you just jump full send back into like a tour schedule? How did that go?
After COVID, we just went and did like
we went on like
100 shows
weeks.
or something.
Last
year? 100 shows, something like that?
We were pretty tired by the end.
Yeah, it was awesome though. Yeah, we played all over the North America twice. We did Europe. We played all over the place. I was trying to think of like some cool venues we played. Oh, we played what was that one in like Bristol or something that's like on a ship?
Oh,
that was cool. Yeah, was in like the harbor. Yeah. That was a while ago.
Yeah, that one is cool though. It's like in the hull of a ship.
I'm trying to think of like unique venues, because most venues are exactly the same. You know? Backstage, you got the front area. You just hang out on your phone until the show happens.
Yeah.
Well, with tours being so long like that, is there anything that you guys do to kind of like make it a bit more sustainable so you're not like burning out or getting too tired before the end?
I think like we figured out the activities that are conducive to like a healthy tour lifestyle, and I don't know, we like disc golfing a lot, so we go out and play a few rounds. We like to hit like a nice sauna cold plunge every once in a while.
We're looking for like a Korean spa or something like that. We get to travel around in a bus now, especially in North America, so that helps because like after the show you can like kind of hang out, and then you get to like sleep all the night, and then you wake up and you're just in the next city, which is cool. What else do we do? I don't know. We're pretty healthy on the road. We don't like go super hard like we used to back in the day.
Yeah, definitely. We've
lots of water.
Lots of water. Yeah. Lots of liquid death.
Is there any like foods that you kind of have to watch out for with your voice and stuff like that? Because that was something I was talking about with another artist too. Was he was like, yeah, like as I've like done more and more shows, I've really learned like what I can and can't have in terms of like food or like smoking or whatever.
I don't think we think about that at all.
No, we're not there yet. Maybe a few cheeseburgers.
Yeah, we're just eating cheeseburgers and
yeah. I mean, like,
milkshakes.
We were in Columbia, Missouri last night, and we stayed there for 2 nights. So we were kind of living off late night McDonald's, and that was rough. So we got some salads today, and we're feeling a little better.
There you go.
Yeah, our boy Dougal, he's actually over there. He's listening to a podcast. He calls it food deserts. That's where we find ourselves in a lot. We're just like in a place where they only have Applebee's. So,
yikes.
Yeah.
Since you've started kind of touring more in the States and stuff like that, was there anything that was a bit of a culture shock from where you guys grew up to experiencing it firsthand in the U.S.?
I think we heard a gunshot
guns.
yesterday.
Yeah. Hearing gunshots, that's been a thing a couple times. We've heard guns going off, or just like, or people pulling out guns.
Yeah.
Where were we in
we
Minnesota?
Were in Minneapolis, and our lighting tech saw somebody pull out a gun or a knife or something like that.
No, somebody pulled out an airsoft gun and shot someone on the crew, which was kind of freaky. That's never
out of like a window. Like they thought it was a real gun, and they shot, and it was like a pellet gun. But
oh my god!
Still
and then
terrifying.
Another time, like some crazy dude like came into the lobby with a knife, and then like we didn't see this. Our lighting tech saw this, but like then the guy behind the hotel desk just pulled out his like huge Desert Eagle pistol and was like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Oh my god!
And scared. But that doesn't really happen in Canada.
Yeah,
so rich
much.
culture down here.
Yeah.
We do love the States and touring around. I mean, like it's one thing to go traveling, I think, and just go and do things, but to be able to do it like this, where we have like kind of something to anchor it around every day, but we still get to explore these cities and get to know them, is like a really nice way of traveling, even versus doing this without having any shows to play.
Yeah, for sure. And you've got Australia, New Zealand coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything in particular that you're looking forward to there? Is that your first time?
First time going there.
Yeah, we're just excited to go play on that continent. We've none of us have ever been there before.
Mm-hmm.
We just found out actually, like the day we leave, Paul McCartney starts his tour in Australia, and we've been dying to see him live forever. So we're just missing that, which is a bit of a bummer. But yeah, it'll just be cool to go to a different part of the world that we've never been to before.
Yeah, to be honest, like, it's gonna be cool once we're there, but I'm actually just only dreading the flight because it's so far away.
Yeah.
That I'm actually not even a little bit excited for the trip.
How long is the flight? Is it like?
It's like 16 hours from Vancouver to which, like, man, that's like I have a really hard time sleeping on planes, so I'm gonna need to get some like heavy opioids or
like
something.
an 8
hour.
If
nobody on the street or anything.
Yeah. If your grandma has any Oxycontin.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I can only imagine. But is there for you guys, this is something that I ask on the podcast to everyone, is there a dream venue that you'd like to play or a dream venue you've played thus far?
Definitely, we were talking about it last night.
Red Rocks.
Red Rocks in Colorado is definitely our like bucket list venue, I would say. Chris almost got to go see a show at Red Rocks. So
I went and just checked out Red Rocks because my family lives in Colorado, and I was like, okay, I'll just go see what the venue looks like.
Well, you were on a motorcycle trip, right? Weren't you?
I was just about to start one. Yeah, so I went and checked it out with my family, and I was like staying, and they were leaving, and I was like, well, let's just see if anybody's playing Red Rocks tonight. And I was like, oh, Tom Petty's playing tonight. $80, like, I don't think so. And like took off on the trip, and I've just been kicking myself ever since.
Well, because then Tom Petty died like right after that.
Yeah, maybe like a few years after that. But so I haven't seen a show there, but even just being at the venue was special in itself. It's such an incredible space, and like I was gonna say building, it's not even a building, it's just naturally there. But yeah one day, hopefully.
Make it happen. Sure. You've been a band for quite some time, just about 10 years, right?
Not quite, but
9
Almost.
years this summer,
Oh, is it true? Damn.
What would you say has been the biggest like shift from when you guys started to now, whether it be like the way you create music to the way you perform?
What's the biggest shift?
I would say, it starts out as this thing that you do exclusively because it's fun, and it's like we're just meeting up at the end of our work days or on weekends and going and playing shows, and then once like we were doing well with it and like we got management and things like that, it kind of like, even though it's still so enjoyable, it shifts to like kind of being more of a job because you're doing it for income all of a sudden. And I've had kind of a moment where I was like, I need to like find a new hobby because like this outlet is like not so much of like I come to this after I'm done a working day. It's like I get to focus on this all day and it's great, but I like need something outside of this as well. And I think you write your first record and you do it in your parents' garage, and it's all just like you're trying to figure it out, and then once you bring people on and they have expectations of what it's going to sound like, I think that shifts it a little bit, but not in a bad way. It's just something to adjust to. And I feel like we enjoy doing this so much, like the recording, the touring, every side of it. So I think we've really figured out how to like keep it sustainable and keep it to be something that we really love to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and like honestly, like it's not like a hobby so much anymore, but it still is like we basically don't have a job. Like it's fucking awesome. Like when I'm at home, like I get to work on music and stuff, but like we chill pretty hard. Like it's very sick. We get to hang out with our friends and our family and kind of just do whatever we want. So it's like really, really sick.
Yeah,
and
our
touring,
friends make fun of us.
Yeah.
Totally.
They're always just like, oh yeah, you have to work so hard, don't you?
Yeah, well, I like what you said the other day. It's like, well, yeah, because I won a quiz show to be.
Oh yeah, that was Get Into the Greek. It's like, I won a quiz show to get into this band.
Yeah, totally.
Was there a defining moment for any one of you where you were like, okay, this is gonna be what it is, like this is gonna be my job, or like you kind of like noticed this is like going to change?
This is gonna sound so lame, but there definitely like was, I feel like, for all of us, but like we played, Mikey wasn't in the band at the time, but we played like this house show. It was so early on, but we like played it, and like just the vibe in the room and how everyone reacted to our music, we like went outside after this show and huddled, and we were like, I think we're actually doing something really cool here, and we all like recognized it, even though it was like a house show. We had barely played any shows.
Yeah, it was maybe
I think we all like
show,
had this realization that like we needed to commit to it, and that we were like all.
And it's funny because Mikey was playing that show with a different band. He was there that night, and then like not super long after that, we found Mikey and we reeled him in. Got him to join the band.
They stole me from all the other bands.
It wasn't easy.
But that was a pretty big turning point, I would say, like really, really early on. And then it's just, I feel like it's a weird thing because it's just like there's all sorts of different like levels that you kind of hit. So like, you know, even tonight, I don't know, the Canopy Club is probably like maybe like 1,000 people or something will be at the show tonight. And you know, at one point that was like oh my god, 1,000 people are gonna come to our show tonight. And now, like, to be honest, like that's pretty common for us, especially in the US. We get that many people coming out to our shows, so now it kind of feels a bit ordinary. And at one point in time, I would have been like, wow, if I ever get to play that size venue, I'm gonna like, that's it, then I can retire. I'm like, but it just it kind of never it never stops. You always want to get to that next level. So there's many milestones along the way, and it always just kind of keeps getting bigger, you hope, or something like that. But
it's funny, I feel like I had the opposite reaction of like knowing it was going somewhere. I remember like we came together, wrote our first songs, and some of the first songs we wrote were like Peach Pit and 17 off our first EP, and I remember playing them and being like, yeah, these songs are good, but like, gosh, we just really need to write a catchy one. Like, had no idea the potential that was in them. So yeah, I feel like we've been pleasantly surprised mostly along the way in this whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's a good thing too, to kind of just be taking it in stride and just not thinking about it too much.
For sure.
Probably helps
definitely
with mindfulness and all that.
Definitely, that's super important.
We posted on our social media yesterday a hint. It was a bag of peaches, and then I changed it to product of Canada. And I said, okay, who do you guys think we're interviewing? Little question sticker. So our friend Tim W, he was the first one to guess it correctly.
What's up, Tim?
Yeah, so he wanted to know how you guys decided to incorporate guitar solos and shredding into your music. It's definitely a very unique mashup, and not something that you hear super often in the genre. So,
the truth is that I wanted to be in a rock band, and so I had written some songs, and I was in a band previous. It was like a folk band, and I don't know how to play guitar very well, and nobody in my band really knew how to like do a shredder guitar solo. And then I met Chris, and I knew that he knew how to, and we maybe played a couple times, just kind of like jammed, and he could totally do guitar solos. And then we just thought that every song that has to have a guitar solo in it.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like it wasn't like we could be cool and have guitar solos. It was literally just like, okay, so it goes verse, then chorus, and then you do another verse, and then a chorus, and then you got to do the guitar solo, and then you do the chorus at the end. So it was literally just because of that. That's the only reason why we have guitar solos. And Chris is really an amazing guitar player, so that's another reason. But
yeah, that's just like the structure we started out with, and I feel like as time has gone on, like we have stuck to it. It's kind of fun. It's like a fun challenge to not always go there, but at the same time we keep coming back to it because I kind of think it's like the bread and butter. But yeah, I feel really lucky to have a band that lets me just like wank the entire time.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's, you know, it doesn't need, like, the genre doesn't need to be in a box, so it's, you know, very much influential in that way, and clearly people notice it.
Guitar solos are fun.
So.
They're just fun.
Totally.
Do you have a favorite one from
our own
any
music?
of your songs? Yes.
Yeah, I've got lots of favorites.
The Private Presley solo is fun to play every night. I feel like that's a good moment in the set for sure. Maybe that's my favorite.
Yeah, I mean, literally every single song has a guitar solo.
It's like picking children,
right? We've got a new song that hasn't been released yet. It's gonna come out sometime next year, called Yasmina, and Chris has a really sick guitar solo in that. Yeah. That's my favorite right now. I would say it's really cool.
So people can only hear that at shows if they.
At shows, we're actually not playing it tonight, but we have played it. We have played it a few times so far. Yeah,
I'm sure there's some videos up there.
Yeah. So people online can do some digging, or they can
look on Reddit. It's on there.
Hope that they can attend a show where you guys are playing it before you release it. So, well, that's a good point that you brought up. Do you have a favorite guitar solo of all time from any artist or any song?
You know, we were trying to open this tour with The Boys Are Back in Town by Thin Lizzy, and we did it the first night, and we kind of got like blank stares from the kids' faces in the crowd. And I was like, maybe they just don't know the song or something, but the guitar solo in that song is so satisfying to play. So like, we were playing it in the jam space, like absolutely loving it, and then we played it on stage. We're like, yeah, it doesn't actually feel quite as good, but just jamming that song is
that's an awesome one. That's a bummer. They didn't know.
Well, I don't know.
You will be playing a legendary guitar solo tonight. Not of our own music. Yeah. Hotel California.
Totally.
Yeah. So we that's a really fun one to play too. The guitar harmonies are like definitely something that's been coming up more and more in the music lately.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
Any other favorite guitar solos? I'm trying to think.
Of all time?
Or drum solos, I guess?
I know.
No, but of all time, I don't know, like Dire Straits, Sultans of Swing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
that's really
one's great.
sick.
Yeah, I think that's probably my fave.
I really like this super old blues song called Long Tall Mama, I think. Is that what it's called? It's by Big Bill Brunsey, and that has a really sick guitar solo in it. It's not really like your classic guitar solo, but it's pretty cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on the show. Is there anything in particular that you guys are excited about for this show?
This show tonight, what am I excited for? Well, we have Chris's wife's band opening for us tonight, Babe Corner. They're playing.
Yeah.
I'm excited for people to see Babe Corner. They've been really killing every night. And what else about tonight that's going to be cool?
There's two like fog machines pointed straight up on either side of the stage, and they were going off while we were doing sound check, and it was just like hilarious and awesome.
The hair is going to be moving everywhere.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
perfect.
It seems like a great venue.
Is there anything that stands out to you, particular, having your wife, be along with you on this journey?
That stands out to me.
Stands out to you, or that's special?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like a really awesome thing to be sharing in on. I think what's cool about Lindsay and her band is that we started going on tour, and she was kind of like, she played music but didn't play in any projects or have her own thing going, and she was just inspired by what we were doing, so started sending me songs, and then like built her band up from there. And it was just been kind of sweet to watch her be as industrious as she is, figuring out how to like book her own tour and get it all together. And just a special thing to share in on.
It is super cool, but it's just like normal for you.
Yeah, it's normal now, but it's super special to be able to share it like this for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys have this show tonight, Canopy Club, Lollapalooza later on in the week. Awesome. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Zoe.
Thanks, Zoe.
This has been Music Mukbang. Thank you, Peach Pit, and thank you, Canopy Club.
When do we get
and
to
Robert?
start eating cheeseburgers just into the
Yeah,
microphone?
okay. What is a mukbang?
It's just like Korean people eating food on camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, not just Korean people. That's where it's from. But.
So when I was like baby freshman in college, I was like, I need a name for my like underground radio show, and I was like just trying to think of something, and I was like, oh, I don't know, and I don't even know like how it crossed my mind, but I was
it's a
like,
good name.
Okay, and then I like Googled it, and there like wasn't that many people with that name, so I was like, all right, well,
it's a great
just
name.
do it.
That's like exactly how we started our band name.
Yeah, I feel like
there was only 4 other Peach Pits out there. We're like, we'll just take it.
So you did the research. You Googled
it
beforehand.
All of those bands have since disbanded. So yeah.
But we actually were Peach Pit, and then we were like, oh, there's other Peach Pits out there. Okay, we're not gonna be Peach Pit. And then we were Peter and the Virgins for like 2 seconds because Peter was the only non-virgin in the band. Because he was dating my sister at the time.
Yeah, we thought that would be like a joke that we could run forever. I'm really happy with it.
His family wasn't too happy about it.
Oh my gosh.
And so then we were just like, okay, that's pretty creepy. So we went back to Peach Pit,
Well, I definitely appreciate the research and the thought that goes behind it, because I always think about that too. When you see bands, you're trying to find a band, and then like 60 other with the same name come up, you're like, dang it! You gotta like go to like page 30 of Google, and you're like, oh, okay.
I actually still go back and listen to one of the Peach Pits from Boston. They had one record that I really liked, and like one song in particular that I'm like, damn, I wish we could write a song that good. Shout out the
other
original
Peach Pit.
The original Peach
one.
Pit.
One of.
So, well, I mean, we do have the food mukbang part of it if you guys would like to enjoy some chocolates, but
can we?
Yes.
Can we keep it rolling though?
Oh, you want to do some ASMR? We can.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna mukbang properly, I feel like we
Yes.
should get in there. I can't eat those ones because there's liquor in them.
see
But
these,
These are so good.
This is good.
These are
love
great.
that dark
The
chocolate.
Canadian
It's
club
like-
was delicious.
I know.
Oh
like
yeah.
$3.99.
Wait, how much?
Hi guys, we're just here at Peach Pit. So we brought us some nice dark chocolate and some different chocolate liqueurs. So I'm gonna take a bite here for you guys.